now on MLB The Show. It's Italy going up against Venezuela. All right, we'll be back to get this one started. So just about set now, showing the slab in today's game. Kiter Montero. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of, tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
The 1-2. Slider misses outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Sal Frelick stands in now and watches strike one. Montero goes 6'1". He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a slurve, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. That one well upstairs, and that's ball one.
2-1.
To third, and that chance handled. Quick start here this evening. 2 out, top of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. Someone who makes things happen for them, in part with his legs, Sal Frelick.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
Vinny Pasquantino in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Pasquantino went deep in his most recent game. On the ground, right side. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here at Lone Depot Park. And towing the slab, Spencer Arrighetti. What do we have on him?
Yeah, and his whip tells you he's been pretty effective this year on the mound. I mean, opposing hitters having a hard time getting on base and then being able to really distract him and do damage in terms of getting around the base path. So, taking the mound, this is a guy you want out there if you're his teammate, and I expect him to be good in this one.
And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. That misses the zone, and that is ball one. Arrighetti with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. That to right. Frelick sizes this one up, makes the grab, one away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. And we check out the guy in the 7th spot, William Contreras.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Wilyer Abreu in the box now. No balls and a strike. 1 out, base is empty. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch. He's trying to stay down in the zone, but the hitter just will not chase. Now back in a 2-2 count, he's going to have to go to something else to get him out.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Oh! Handful.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Fires in time.
That is good. The second baseman, Altuve.
2 outs, base is empty. Jose Altuve up to hit here. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Ripped, but it curls foul. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he got away with a mistake right there. A curveball that backed up a little bit, stayed high in the zone. You won't want to throw that one again.
In the air, left field, down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And that's outside.
1 and 2.
2 outs, base is empty. That missed by a lot. It's 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Scoreless after 1. Second inning set to go, and here is Logan O'Hoppe. Montero back to work. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
On the ground. Altuve handles it. Fires over to first. That's a very athletic play.
That is it. The left fielder, number 9, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. The batter will be Michael Conforto.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Batting average this month over 400.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's back there. And it's gone. He'll touch them all. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0.
He's swinging a red-hot bat. This isn't the first home run we've seen him hit these last few games, and it probably won't be the last. Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Paul DeYoung stands in here, takes ball 1 low. DeYoung launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1. 2 down, bases empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Just missed. Fouls one off. 2-2. The pitch.
Ball 3. Full count.
DeYoung checks his swing. Now it appeal to first. Nope, he held back.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. And that one is lifted in the air. Abreu sizing this one up. And that'll do it. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr. Singy, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He's the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Swing and a miss. There's that changeup. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. So he's down on just 3 pitches. Watched the first 2 and then chased after the third.
Yeah, not a very good at bat right there, Boog, but that was also some excellent pitching. The 0-0 and 0-1 pitches were both right on the edge of the strike zone, so it's not like he watched 2 cookies go by. Then a great job of expanding and making him chase the 0-2, knowing he would be in protect mode.
And now it's going to be Jackson Chourio. And delivers outside. Chourio with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
And that's in for a strike. And the count is 1-1. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can't forget it. That one felt good. Home run number 20 on the year, and we're all square. It's 1-1.
He's going to the plate with a ton of confidence lately, and he's getting the results to back it up. No doubt, those 2 things feed off one another. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Anthony Santander at the plate.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
0-1.
One out, bases empty, and a run in. Bottom half of inning number 2. That one's in there. That's strike 2. Matthew Ross behind the plate. Pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, pitchers that work side to side effectively love being on the mound with Ross calling balls and strikes, Boog. If you can command your stuff on the outer edges of the strike zone, he will reward you.
Not close with that one. Now 1-2. What about an umpire's height? How much of a role does that play in your experience and what the strike zone is like?
Yeah, I think it pushes the strike zone up a little bit, which, you know, as a former hitter, you like that. You wanted the ball up. You didn't want to have to deal with stuff down in the zone consistently.
In the air, right field. He makes the grab, and there's 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And now it's William Contreras. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And it's fouled away. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
When you can hit, you know, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
That one just misses.
Well, clearly not too happy with the call there. Thought he caught the top of the zone, and you could pretty much read his lips saying, that's not up.
1-2 now. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Ohapi down to first with it. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even at 1 apiece. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. That misses. 1-0.
1-0.
This ball's chopped on the ground, and it goes just foul. That's way outside, and it's 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. That gets down for a hit, and that turns the lineup over.
The third baseman, number 5, John.
So the lineup flips over. John Birdie at the plate. He's been a great free agent sign. First pitch misses. Mastroboni aboard here at first with nobody out. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into right field. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Back-to-back singles, flared it out there and got it to drop for the base hit. I think he got it off the handle just a little bit, but the bat held up for him enough to get something behind that swing.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Sal Frelick.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
That one missed. And that is out of play. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. And a count 1-2.
This guy at the dish excels in two-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Out towards right center field. Lunges for it, but it drops for a hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded, nobody out.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Now the batter now, Vinny Pasquantino.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Tied up here in the early going. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1.
You need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if he can battle and get through this, he can earn some points.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play is kind of a rally killer.
Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. Rolled out to second in his first at bat. Ball 1 there. Runner at third, 2 away. And that one is inside.
2 balls, no strikes.
Out to short. Zips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Italy have the lead 2-1. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. The right-hander back to work. Just missed. Right through there for a strike. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Now it's the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Just missed. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Outside low, and now 3-0.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And that's in for a strike. Now a screamer into the outfield. That's a base hit. So the 1-out hit turns the lineup over.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Luis Ariz stands in. He's 0 for 1. Getty checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there. Throw to second. Not in time. He's there easily. Now the 0-1. Squirts away a little bit.
One ball, one strike.
A wild pitch, and the tying run is now 90 feet away.
Well, he's got nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home all sorts of ways now. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-2.
One ball, two strike.
That one almost got him. One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. And it remains 2-2.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Runner from third comes across, and it's an RBI single. We are tied at 2.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So up next, Wilyer Abreu grounded out his first time up. Getty picks over. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Mastroboni pulls it in for the out. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Struck out swinging his first time. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Right through there for a strike. Altuve working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Back up the middle and a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 1 so far. That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
2 outs. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. And it's through for a hit. Runner around third. Here's the throw to the plate. It's offline, and he scores. 3-2, they take the lead.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
First and second, 2 outs. Chorio will hit next. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Oh, a great flip. What a play. Inning over. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. On to inning number 4. The veterans lead it 3-2. And we're back as we go to the top of the 4th. Now the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one's in there, and that's strike two. And that just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Pitch misses there. Ball 2. And there's a ball. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Michael Conforto will climb in. He's already homered in this game. And foul ball. Conforto, a former All-Star, 32 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. One down, base is empty. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Hauls it in for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter, Paul.
Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate. First pitch, and he just misses.
1-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there.
2 balls, no strikes.
Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
The bat, number 11. Shortstop,
So digging in, Anthony Volpe. Yeah, that's fouled off. DeYoung, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's even up. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Inside, almost got him. Tying run is at first. Top half of inning number 4. Hit on the ground to short. To second, Altuve, out number 3. Back here in Miami, John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Anthony Santander. That one the other way, and foul ball.
Well, these players showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And that one almost got him. Fights it off. He'll see another. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
And that pitch count is impactful because if they can keep making him work hard out there, it may force the bullpen to get involved a little sooner rather than later.
Next one misses. And a count now even up. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. He's 0 for 1. First pitch just misses. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 down, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air out to center. That one gets down for a hit. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Two outs. That clips the inside corner for a strike. Movement in the bullpen. Vinny Natoli up and loosening in the pen. La Sorsa getting cranked up as well. And a curveball is just outside.
2-1.
Just missed.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
The 3-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Into center. Squeezes it. That is the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Montero back to work. Close, but called a ball. And it's 1-0.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. And that one fouled off. Just off the outside edge. And now 3-1.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball. That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Kiter Montero won't go any further, just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment.
Now pitching.
Eduardo Rodriguez into the game.
Well, at this point in the ball game, we're talking about middle innings, and you need a little length out of this arm coming out of the bullpen. We'll see just how many outs he's able to give his skipper.
Back to the top of the lineup, digging in, John Birdie, 1 for 2. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Mastroboni gets his lead at first, nobody out. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-1. And that drops in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Sal Frelick digs in now.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. Tying run is at first, and we're at the top of the 5th. Clips the corner, and it's 1-1.
That's the ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Next pitch is downstairs.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Pretty much the last thing you want from your bullpen arms are free passes, especially in spots like this. Make the team earn their way on.
First and second, 1 out. Vinny Pasquantino, the next to hit. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 2 away.
The catcher, Logan.
Now here is Logan O'Hoppe. Has grounded out a couple of times. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. So he goes the opposite way with that one. It's 5-3.
He's been so difficult to pitch against lately. It seems like no matter how you attack him, he finds a way to punish you. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that, and that time that ball was hit hard.
So 2 down. Brandon Nimmo getting ready to hit. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. Out to short. On to first. And that is that. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now a 5-3 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the first baseman, Luis Arias. Fouled off left side.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
That one fouled off. Oh, 0-2 now. Hitting the air out to center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
Now batting, right fielder, Wilyer.
Now the number 2 hitter, Wilyer Abreu. 0 for 2 in this one. Just missed. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering upstairs. There's a swing and a drive. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. And that's a double.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Arrighetti out of the game, and he had to battle. Nothing came easy in this start, but he leaves with the lead. New arm when we get back.
Now
Vinny Natoli will take over here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
One out, runner at second. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that one fouled off. Abreu, the runner at second with 1 away. Next pitch misses, and it's 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one missed.
1 strike.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That one misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
1 out and a runner at second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
2 on, 1 out. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. And that's a fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Stepping in, Jackson Chorio. There's the strike.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning. Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Off the mark there, and a count 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
1 out. Runners at first and second. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Headed for the plate. He scores to tie it up. And the go-ahead run stops at third base.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Stepping in, the long ball threat, Anthony Santander. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Just missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there. It just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one ran inside, almost got him.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
The 2-2. And that one missing inside a sharp slider. William Contreras in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. High fly ball, right field. This could go the distance. Home run. A 3-run shot. Homer number 25 of the year. It's 8-5. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Vinny Natoli will depart. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. New pitcher on now, number 69. 25th appearance of the year for him. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Still only 1 out here in the inning. And that one fouled off. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One down, base is empty. That one not close. Now 2-2. Way high.
2 strike.
In the air, center field. Conforto settles under this one. Makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman.
2 outs, base is empty. Eugenio Suarez up to hit down. And downstairs. Next offering upstairs. Next offering is fouled back. 2 down, nobody on. Foul ball there. Swing and a high fly ball left field. And that ends the inning. But not before 5 cross the plate, with the big blow being this 3-run homer. It's now 8-5.
Leading off for the Islanders, the center fielder, Michael Conforto.
Off the mark there. And that's ball 1. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Daniel Palencia appears to be getting loose. Gratterol warming up as well. Next offering misses. 2 balls, no strikes. And that's outside. That one ripped. Raging back towards the wall. And caught on the warning track.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So now here's the DH, Paul DeYoung. Inside, ball 1.
1-0.
That clips the corner. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strike.
On the ground, right side. Steps on first for the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
2 down, base is empty. Anthony Volpe now at the plate. The shortstop takes the ball. Fought off foul. 2 outs. In there at the knees. 1 and 2. That one missing inside. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. A little bit low.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And that one off the inside edge. You walked him.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
So up next, Miles Mastrobuoni. He's 2 for 2. And that's off the inside edge. 1-0.
The 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
Runner on the goal. Pitch misses. Safe at second with a stolen base. So now 2 on and 2 outs. Back when you played, it wasn't the empirical data we have now. It was a guy with a ruler and a diamond taking a colored pencil and drawing a line where he thought someone had hit the ball, right?
That, or just going off of gut or feel. What does it look like his swing is today? What's the pitcher throwing? They are sticking to the metrics and what seems to be most consistent for that hitter, regardless of who the pitcher is on the mound.
Volpe, the lead runner, out at second. Mastrobuoni on at first with 2 down. And look out as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 1.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
2 outs, bases are full. This one popped up. Toe ball. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Huge opportunity missed there. On to the bottom of inning number 6. Venezuela on top 8-5. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. Check swing, called strike.
Well, these guys doing a good job at the plate with runners on base, and that can be a key difference maker in the game. They're hitting over 600 in this game with runners in scoring position, and clearly that's leading to a lot of runs. Their clutch hitting has been excellent.
Frelick hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So the batting order turns over, and here is Luis Arias. Just missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And another ball. That's in for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. Line drive. Jumps, throws, and it beats him. What a play. Wilyer Abreu digs in now. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's in there. 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Count full.
Jose Altuve up next. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. He's got it, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Brusdar Graterol.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
So digging in, Vinny Pasquantino. 0 for 3 in this one. The Irish in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
There's a strike, 95 of that one. Graterol, 6'1" righty, 265 pounds, and they traded for him earlier this year. That misses. One ball, one strike. That's a little bit low. Strike 2.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. He's already homered here in this one. There's a strike.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Got him looking. 1 away. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Swing and a bouncer. Slings to first in time.
Those plays can be tricky. They're routine, but that doesn't mean it's always going to be smooth. He delivered a good play right there.
And here is Michael Conforto.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And that's through there for a strike. It's 0-1. That's down and in.
1-1.
Pasquantino on at second with 2 down. That catches the zone for a strike. And the count 1-2. Right side. And that is that. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Joe La Sorsa.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
Second baseman, Jose Altuve.
And that skips in the dirt. The next offering misses. 2-0.
2 balls. No strike. Ball.
Swings through that one for strike 1.
3 balls.
Good
1
late
strike.
sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Take your
That
base.
one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk, but he wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone either.
Man at first, nobody out. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Acuna lines one to left. And foul ball. And that's in for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Adam Ottavino looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Rips that one to right. Freeland puts it away for the out. One away.
The center fielder, number 12, Jackson Chorio.
Now, Jackson Chorio. You talk about the power and the speed together.
Well, we knew he was going to be a stud just coming up, making his way through the minor leagues, and quickly at this level, an impact player.
And ball 1. To short, could be 2. 1 at second. Throw to first, but he beat it.
The left fielder, number 25, Anthony.
Here's the left fielder, Anthony Santander. Certainly a factor in this one thanks to his 3-run blast back in the 5th.
Well, definitely one of the most impactful swings of the game. A big reason why they're working with the lead and looking to add to it right here, Boog.
Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And it's into the gap. Coming home. He will score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
So, runner at second, 2 down. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's carrying. Get out of town. All muscle to center field. His 14th of the year. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 11-5. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Joe La Sorsa is done, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back. Now on the bump, Adam Ottavino.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Next to hit, Eugenio Suarez. 1 for 3. And the pitch a little bit low, ball 1. And another ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
2 outs. Up the middle, Mastroboni. Tosses to first, and that will end the inning. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was, because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have professional barbers that come in and make them look fresh before the games.
And misses inside. Scale of 1 to 10, how good a barber were you?
For a non-professional, I'd say I was probably a 7. But if I was comparing to professionals, I'd be like a 3.
This to third, and that's just foul.
I'll never forget the time that I cut Jose Canseco's hair. He had a pretty big melon, Boog. And
big dome?
It took a while.
Yeah.
There's a little pressure there, too, because he had a big date that night, and he wanted me to make sure that everything looked good.
Wow.
Yeah. He's a big guy, too. I didn't want him to hurt me.
Yeah, he's large. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Chorio makes the grab, 1 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Volpe at the plate now. That's ball 1.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
1-1.
Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Next offering is in for a strike.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Ball 2.
Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
One down, base is empty. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. Now it's the second baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Makes the catch, inning over. Back here at Lone Depot Park, bottom of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezekiel Tovar. And first offering is fouled off. Right through there for a strike. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Zach Birdie looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Next pitch is in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
The rise, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Well, an at-bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike 1 here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
And there's a ball. That one pushed to the left and foul. That missed by a lot, and it's 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
Handful.
In the air, right side. Freeland And there are 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Willier.
And now the right fielder, Willier Abreu. 1 for 4 with a double. And a foul ball. Hit hard to the ground and up the middle, base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting,
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. That one ripped left field. And it hits the fence. Coming home. The relay, it's offline. The run comes in. 12-5 is our score.
Back-to-back base hits. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and ripped it into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. And that's a pure stroke.
So, man aboard. Here's Acuna now. Right down to shoot. 0-1. And a strike.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man at second. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. 1 run, a pair of hits, no errors, and 1 left on. Through 8 full, the veterans out front here. It's 12-5.
Now pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Angel Serpa.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
Birdie at the plate and takes high there. Just missed.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And there's a foul ball. Softly hit into right field. And foul ball. That one missed.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Here's a high chopper. And that one handled. The throw to first. Now 1 gone in the 9th. So up next, Sal Frelick. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And first offering is fouled off. So how much does his speed factor into his ability to go get it?
It's heartbreaking for the hitter because off the bat, he thinks this ball's going to get down. Because of that speed and the ability to make up so much ground, he enters the picture and breaks a guy's heart.
Next one misses. 1-2 the count.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Pasquantino stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. And downstairs. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. Hit to right, and that should do it. And that'll do it.
Another strong showing from them tonight, Boog. They're doing the little things well over this long winning streak. And you can bet that has the manager smiling. When a team executes this well so consistently, it makes you think they're destined for big things.
12-5 is your final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon. Hey everyone, it's Boog Shambi. Welcome to the show. Biggest story in this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Kiter Montero. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's the first out. And now the right fielder, Sal Frelick. That one's in there. That's strike one. One out, bases empty. Fouled off left side. Gets a piece and stays alive. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Next to hit, Vinny Pasquantino. And base hit. And that extends the inning.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
down the line. And that's a foul ball. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Grounds one to short. They get the force, and that is that. Back here in Miami, and on the mound in this one, Joe Musgrove.
Well, he brings into this one an excellent strikeout to walk ratio on the season, and when you consider the amount of swings and misses that he gets and the fact that he's not issuing free passes, that's going to make him more economical in his pitch count, allow him to move into the middle and deeper part of ball games. So we'll see if that remains true in this one.
Bunting for a hit. He's safe on with a bunt single. Now the number 2 hitter, Wilyer Abreu.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately, more than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Musgrove with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or 2 of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
Arise gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That misses. And it's 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Fights it off. You'll see another. This one in the dirt. Tag, save at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. 2-2 now. And a curve misses outside. In the air, left field, down the line. Nimmo makes the grab, 1 away. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Altuve will hit next. Altuve working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. The pitch. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Pasquantino brings it in, and there's 2 away. And now it's Ronald Acuna Jr.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed. Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
This to third, slides for the stop. Throw to first, and he gets him. Nicely done. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Leading off, Brandon Nimmo. Montero back to work.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Swing and a foul out of play. Lifted in the air, right center field. Chorio makes the grab, 1 down. Michael Conforto will climb in.
That is it. The center fielder, Michael Conforto.
No score here in the second. Off the mark there. And a count even, 1-1. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
2-2.
And that one almost hit him. Started after it. Appeal to third. He did not go around.
Now a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
That's a ball.
Paul DeYoung at the plate and takes high there. DeYoung with a homer in his last game. Man at first, one away.
That's a ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's way high. And that's ball 3. Fastball for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And now the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Batting average this month over 400. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
2 on, 1 out. And another ball.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Check swing, and he went. And it's 2-1.
Nope, ball 3.
Liner, and this could be trouble. And that's going to get into the corner. 1 runs in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. The run scores all the way from first. And they lead by 2.
Well, patience and discipline paid off right there as he got into an advantage count. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
1 out, and a runner at second here in the top of the second. Next offering is fouled back. Out towards right center field. Abreu on his way over. He's got it. Runner tags at second. And he moves up to third. Now 2 away. So the lineup flips over. John Birdie at the plate.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
That one finds the corner. Strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Ball 1 there. Volpe at third with 2 away. Caught and missed. Struck him out. Good job at damage control right there. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And the batter now, Jackson Chourio.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
This to center field. Conforto flashes the leather on the running catch. Anthony Santander at the plate.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
The 0-1. And there's a ball. That one misses, and it's 2-1. Just missed. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
William Contreras in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Contreras with another scorching run of play lately. And that gets the inside corner for a strike.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
Stays alive. One-two to Contreras.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. Eugenio Suarez up to the plate now. And that is out of play. The next offering misses. 1-1. Check swing, called strike. Swings and misses, struck him out. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and stepping in is the speedy Sal Frelick. Trying to bunt his way on, and foul ball. Frelick, a former Gold Glove winner, batting second in today's lineup. He's knocked in 9 over his last 10 games. And ball 1. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Vinny Pasquantino now at the plate. First pitch misses. Frelick on at first. Nobody out.
You got this.
And that misses. 2-0.
You know, this group of hitters showing great discipline at the plate and
runner on the goal. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Santander makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
Hoppy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Runner on the go. Pitch is low.
1 strike.
Throw. Save.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Churio grabs it on the run.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Nimmo, the next to hit, takes outside. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Nope. Ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Check swing, called strike. Ground ball up the middle. Altuve handles it. Out number 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. First offering, and it just misses.
1 ball, no strike.
There's a strike. That misses. 2-1. In the air, right field. Frelick has a beat on it. And there's 1 down. Luis Ariz stands in. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And a bunt towards third. Bare hand scoop. The throw. Not in time. That's a bunt single. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Fly to left his first time. Hit in the air, center field. Conforto under it. Hauls it in for the out. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Singing, you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what, his teammates feed off of the leadership that he shows on and off the field.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next offering is fouled back. And that's outside. Now 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Popped up. Volpe nabs it, and the inning is over. Back here in Miami, out of the 4th, and now the center fielder, Michael Conforto. Montero back to work. And first offering is fouled off. That's to third. Tosses across to first. That's the first out in the top of the 4th. Now it's Paul DeYoung up to the plate.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Base is empty, 1 away. Top half of inning number 4. Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Anthony Volpe digs in now. He drove in 2 with a double his first time up. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it stays fair.
Now that second baseman, Miles.
2 outs, runner at first. Here's the second baseman, Miles Mastrobuoni. That one finds the zone, and that is strike 1. They say you win.
0-2.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, and that's the third out. And we're back. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 31st home run of the season. It's 2-1. Jackson Chorio, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter. Well, these players do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
He steps on the bag, 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Santander in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
Pasquantino makes the grab. And there's 2 down. And now it's William Contreras. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Oh. 1-0.
And that's a little bit high. And the count is 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Swing and a tapper. In plenty of time to first. And that will end the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Now the third baseman, John Birdie. There's a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
That one misses, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-2.
That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the call from the pen.
And he's been fantastic this year. Really stingy in terms of allowing base runners. He's just got great stuff that's tough to square up.
Sal Frelick will hit next. 1 for 2. And a foul ball. Ground ball left side. Off balance speed. There's 1 to first. Not in time. Great effort there. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. He is singled and he is flied to left. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Rodriguez throw to first. Frelick back in on a dive. The 1-0. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. And gone. He'll circle the bases. His 22nd homer of the year. And they tack on to their lead. It's 4-1. So 1 out, nobody on. Logan O'Hoppe getting ready to hit. And first offering is fouled off. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 2 in this one. That's in there. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty.
No, that's a ball.
That one catches the zone. 1-2.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And that one lifted in the air center field. Conforto gets under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down. And the batter now, Ezequiel Tovar. He's one of the best players in the game. And it's fouled away. That one pushed foul. One down, base is empty. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And here's the first baseman, Luis Arias. He's 2 for 2.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
Line drive and foul ball. The 0-2. And that skips in the dirt. That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And that's in the dirt.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate
Abreu, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
He's been very consistent with his command out there on the mound, consistently throwing at the knees. Pretty impressive when a guy can repeat his delivery like this.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Arise leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Miami, top of the 6th inning. And here is Michael Conforto. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. And there's one down. Paul DeYoung now at the plate.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Swings through that one for strike 1. Rodriguez, 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. That's inside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Outside. And the count's even at 2. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Count's full.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 away now.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Volpe in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. He caught it behind his back. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. And we're back. Jose Altuve up to hit here. Singing, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next offering is in for a strike. Lace down the line, and now maybe extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. The throw to second is offline.
All over that one right there. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
Acuna stands in now and watches strike 1. That clips the corner.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. A swing and a soft liner. It's going to fall for a hit. And they're at the corners with nobody out. Vinny Natoli comes on now.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Chourio.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
1-0. Ball 2.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
And another ball.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate, runners in scoring position, and a hitter's count.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Next to hit, Anthony Santander.
I'm curious how he decides to attack on the mound. This guy at the plate has been great hitting under pressure this year.
Volpe. There's one. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killer. And now the catcher comes up to hit. William Contreras. Just missed.
You don't want to get beat by a fastball in, and he spits on that one.
Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Fought off foul.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
2 outs. In the dirt. Wow, that's a great job behind the dish there. On the ground, right side. And that's just foul.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Makes the grab, and that is the inning. Back here at Lone Depot Park, top of inning number 7. And now Miles Mastroboni. Rodriguez back to work. Left field. Santander drifts towards it. Puts it away for the out. Here's the third baseman, John Birdie, 1 for 3.
The third baseman, John Birdie.
And there's a strike.
0-1.
Right through there for a strike. Upstairs. Going to count 1 and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And that skips in the dirt. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Now here is Sal Frelick. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. That's in for a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Off the mark there. Ball 1.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
That's off the mark. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of... Well, got to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. A new arm into the game, the righty, Adam Ottavino. He's pitching on 2 days rest. So digging in, Eugenio Suarez.
Third baseman, Eugenio.
Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. And that's outside.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Next offering is in for a strike.
1-1.
Next offering misses down and away.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
And there's a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. Swing and a ball drilled in the air towards right center field. Makes the catch. 1 away. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Ezequiel Tovar. Yeah, that's fouled off. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Luis Arias digs in now. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And he lays down a bunt. Grabs it barehanded. Not in time. He's safe. Joe La Sorsa on the pitch out of the pen here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Runner at first with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
0 for 3 in this one.
Out to short. They take the force out, and the lefty reliever does his job. Just one pitch to get the inning-ending ground out. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the 8th. And now the first baseman, Vinny Pasquantino. Inside, just missed. And that drops in for a strike.
1-1.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. This one popped up. Suarez brings it in. And there's one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Logan O'Hoppe. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
1-1.
Now one missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fastball for a strike. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask, settles under it, makes the catch for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Brandon Nimmo will hit next. In there at the knees. That's strike 1. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one back there. And that ball is gone. He made him pay for that one. His 19th home run of the year, and they add to their lead. It's 5-2. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Daniel Palencia.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. He's been a great free agent sign. And that's in the dirt. Two down, nobody on. Down the middle for a strike. And the count is 1-1.
That's a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Sliced hard but foul. 2 outs. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball 1.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Man at second. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. This to third. Tosses to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. And now the center fielder, Jackson Chourio. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. In the dirt. Next offering is down low. Altuve over at second, one down. Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off. It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get him. The misplay made it a bit messy, but they cleaned things up for the out. New pitcher on now, Zach Birdie.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boog. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. Splits the plate. That's strike 1.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2 outs and a runner at third. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. The next pitch misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Got him. That's out number 3. Back here in Miami, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the DH, Paul DeYoung. That one missing inside. Palencia, 25 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. So up next, Anthony Volpe. That misses. Ball one.
No, that's a ball.
Right through there for a strike. Outside low. And that's ball three. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Santander makes the grab, and there's two gone.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Mastroboni, the next to hit, takes ball one. Up and in, now 2-0.
Well, it's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Just off the outside edge. And that's ball three. Swings through the fastball up in the zone. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Palencia checks over to first, and he's back. Look out!
That hit him.
And it hit him. First and second, 2 outs. And now Sal Frelick. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one at triple digits. Mastroboni over at second. Birdie on at first with 2 down. Struck him out looking. Welcome back, and here comes the closer, Jordan Romano.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now, William Contreras. Not even close there. And that's ball 1. Foul ball. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swung on, belted. That's back there. And out of here. An absolute smash to left. His 14th of the year. It's 5-3. Now the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. Hard hit to third. Birdie fires over to first. One out, bottom of the ninth. He's 2 outs away. And now the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's way high. And that is ball 1.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
1 out, bases empty, and a run in here in the last half of inning number 9. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Freeland hauls it in, 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Luis Arias, the next to hit. Bunting for a hit. Can't pick it up with the bare hand. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this. So 2 down. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. 0 for 4, a couple of flyouts. He's also grounded out and struck out. And a strike in there. The tying run at the plate. Swinging a foul straight back. Romano is just 1 strike away, and that's outside.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
With the tying run at the plate, and the home team trying to pull it out. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract.